Folks, welcome to the Dewey Show. I just wanted to say something really quick, okay? I've not been recording podcast episodes, and the reason why is because it is too expensive for my budget, okay? I have to pay hosting fees for SoundCloud, which is like, I don't know, $20 a month. And I have to pay iTunes, and then all these other platforms, it's like, $10 here, and it builds up and it's super expensive. That's why I quit doing the Dewey Show, right? But I'm hoping that I can either get some people who, care about the show, listening, and either support the sponsor, AdamL.com or AdamandEve.com, because look, you could go to either site, and it's an adult sex toys site, both of them are, and you get the same exact benefits if you go to AdamL.com or AdamandEve.com. You can pick out your items, and then once you do that, you go to checkout, and then you use the offer code Dewey, DEWEY. You'll get 50% off of almost any one item, as well as free or always discreet shipping. Thank you to both of them for sponsoring the Dewey Show. And if you're like, Dewey, look, man, I want to support the Dewey Show, but I don't want to buy anything like that. Or I've already bought something like that. Whatever. You could go to, Cash App. You can, donate to the Dewey Show. It's, the cash, tag is just, Dewey Finance. That's all it is. It's the, on Cash App. And, on Venmo, it's, Dewey F. So, the same name, DEWEY, the letter F. And there you go. You opened up Venmo to donate to the Dewey Show. Now, if you want to help in a different way, guess what? I have a partnership with a company called Wine Express. Now, listen, I haven't gotten a script or anything like that from Wine Express yet, but I do know that the benefit, I think, is, free shipping, at least. And, anybody that I direct to that site, I actually get 60% of any sale that I make. And if I could get maybe 3 of those for a month, because they're bottles of wine, they're about $50 or so, and there's some that are cheaper, and they have all kinds of stuff, like wine tasting. They have like a little community that they've built. It's really cool. I have a special, URL that I have to, give out, but what I did was I went to Squarespace, and I, made a redirect. So all you have to do is go to wine.dewey.show and check their stuff out. They also have, accessories, like a wine bottle holders, stuff like that. They've got all kinds of stuff on there, that really any budget could afford. They're a really good company. They have 5 stars, from their customers. They've got 5 stars, and also they've got an A+, on the BBB, Better Business Bureau. So give them a shot, and, down the road I'll know more about the benefits that you get. That's wine.dewey.show. Now, folks, all of this information is going to be in the description of today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening to the Dewey Show. Now let's get going. Good morning, beautiful people. Listen, if you are in the United States, today was a day of darkness, in my opinion. Donald Trump signed about 50 executive orders. And not only that, but at their little get-together, Elon Musk did the Nazi salute, the Heil Hitler salute. He did that twice. They show it, but they don't. I've only seen one person that has shown where he did it twice. He did it twice, and everybody's showing the one where he's only doing it once. He does it where he slaps his chest as hard as he physically possibly fucking can, and then puts out the salute. He then turns around and then does the same thing to the people, and then he walks away. That's what Elon Musk, the new president of the United States, did. And yes, I called Elon Musk the president, because guess what? He has Donald Trump's fucking ear, and it's not going to change, at least for a while, until Donald Trump's tired of him usurping his attention. Donald Trump is the president of the United States again, and there's something that I wanted to point out. Now, a couple of days ago, or I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, Donald Trump said something to the effect of, Elon Musk is really good with computers. He knows a lot about the computers, the voting computers, something to that effect. And right after that, he said, we won, insert state. I don't remember which state he said. I think Pennsylvania. We won Pennsylvania by a huge margin. That's what Donald Trump said. And Joe Rogan claims that Elon Musk knew the result of the election long before the election was over. Not only that, but Donald Trump on multiple occasions at rallies told people, you don't even have to go vote. Don't worry about it. Kind of thing. Similar to that, not necessarily verbatim. But, oh, you won't even have to vote. Don't worry about it. Now, either he is trying to distract us, or he is bragging about... Also, I want you to remember, he said he had a secret to win the election. And he said, I can't talk about that right now. But after the election, I'll talk to you about it. He said that. Donald Trump said that. Now, let's move closer to election day. Multiple states, multiple ballot box burnings. Russia called in bomb threats to voting centers where many people of color were going to vote. They called bomb threats in. And apparently Elon Musk is really good at the computers, especially the ones that count the votes. Donald Trump said that. Now, either Donald Trump is stupid and he's leaving breadcrumbs, not purposefully, because if anybody confronted him on this, he'd be like, I never said that. You would show him a video of it and he'd be like, oh, you made that with AI. Like Donald, he will not acknowledge saying these things. But my thing is this. I hope that there has been an investigation into the fairness of this election. And I'm talking to the scope of the 2020 election, which was investigated by pretty much every fucking intelligence agency. I want that for this election. Because we just had a motherfucker who was sitting like, not quite, yeah, he was front row next to the president's youngest son, Elon Musk. And he has an office inside the White House. He slapped his chest as hard as he physically fucking could. And he threw up the Sig Heil. And it makes me fucking sick. This is our country. Over 400,000 Americans gave their lives to fight that fucking fascist cunt, Adolf Hitler, in World War II. 400,000 Americans gave their fucking lives. And this is how it's repaid. It makes me fucking sick. It's disgusting. Now folks, let's move on to the executive orders of the day. Now listen. Alright, now let's talk about the executive orders that Donald Trump signed today. What do they do? Donald Trump was sworn into office and immediately signed the most executive orders in history by a president on their first day. I want that to be known. With 10 of them focusing on immigration. He announced a series of historic executive orders emphasizing his commitment to swift action. Trump declared a national emergency at the U.S. Mexican border, sending United States troops there. He plans to end the catch and release policy and continue building the border wall. Additionally, Trump aims to label drug cartels as terrorist organizations. Now that one, I agree with. I do. And he wants to end birthright citizenship. But in order for that to happen, the birthright citizenship, he's going to have to get 2/3 of the states to agree on a new amendment, which would essentially cancel out the 14th Amendment, or the part that says birthright citizenship. It would require a constitutional amendment. Upon taking office, Trump ended the use of the CBP-1 mobile app, which asylum seekers had been using to schedule appointments at the border. Yeah, because that's the most fucking American thing to do. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, except for if you're brown in Donald Trump's America. This is what we need to do. And I'm talking to anybody who is a patriot and who not a Donald Trump patriot, okay? An actual patriot. If you love this country and you put it above everything else in politics, then you that would not allow you to support Donald Trump. Okay? The man pardoned the insurrectionists, the ones who were even charged with sedition, and the ones who were convicted of it. Stuart Rhodes, for example, the leader of the Proud Boys. Donald Trump granted clemency to him. No, I believe he gave an unconditional pardon to him. And there were many others that got that too. And there were also many others that got the clemency. It's disgusting to me. We woke up with Biden as our president, and we're gonna go to sleep with Donald Trump as our president. Today is one of the fucking darkest days in the history of the United States. Now let's move on to some of Donald's economic executive orders, shall we? Trump's economic agenda includes making America more affordable by unleashing energy policies, ending leasing for wind farms, expanding domestic energy production, and lowering EPA emission standards for cars. He also plans to withdraw from the Paris climate accords. Trump intends to eliminate DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion policies, focusing on instead on colorblind, merit-based policies. Now, colorblind, that is just disrespectful to people of color. Because if you say, well, I don't see color, then you're not acknowledging all of the shit that they have to go through with being a person of color in this country. And in a way you're minimizing, not even in a way, you're minimizing everything that they have to go through. And you could be like, oh, you're woke. Listen, I'd rather be woke than asleep, like you fucking idiots. God, I don't know how I got on this timeline, folks, but we need to get back on the fucking regular one where we have fucking regular politicians who are boring to listen to. Fuck, when I was growing up, politics was so boring, I don't even think I could fucking name one of my senators. It's insane. It is insane. So, he's focusing instead on a colorblind merit-based policies. He is issuing a federal mandate recognizing only two sexes, male and female, which could impact federal documents, like passports, things like that, education policy, and the military. We knew he was going to do this because this man literally hates every fucking minority that there is. He's going to rename, Trump has plans to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. He wants to restore the name of Mount Denali back to Mount McKinley, honoring President William McKinley. This change would require cooperation with international hydrographic organizations and may face resistance from other nations. Trump's actions on day one have already sparked legal challenges. The public is invited to share their opinions on these changes and suggest other actions they would like to see. You can email me, Dewey at deweyshow. And finally, Donald Trump has reversed a Biden-era executive order aimed at reducing prescription drug costs for Medicare and Medicaid, potentially increasing medication expenses for millions of Americans. So that's what he's here to do, folks. But he got TikTok back. And everybody keeps saying that too. Well, he got just TikTok back. Well, that's fucking great. What do you want me to do? And they're like, well, give him credit for it. Give him credit for it, motherfucker. That's like fucking, giving an arsonist a pat on the back for putting out a fire that they started. It fucking makes no sense. Donald Trump wanted this app dead 4 years ago. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's crazy. It's crazy. God, we could have Kamala Harris as president right now. Imagine what she would be doing right now. The first woman president and the first president of, with, Asian descent. That would be fucking awesome. I said descent. I don't know if that's the right word. My God. Just get me out of this timeline, please, for God's sake. Get me out of this timeline. Folks, if you're more of a wine person opposed to someone who, would support my other sponsors, guess what? If you go to wine.dewey.show, you'll go to wineexpress.com and they have so many different wine tastings. They have subscriptions. They teach you how to wine taste and things like that. Go check them out. Wine.dewey.show and get you some wine. And, I get a pretty healthy kickback from that. And that alone, if I got just a few folks go to that website with my website, it's got a special URL and it's like a shitload of numbers and letters. And so what I did is I copy and pasted that into Squarespace, and I had that website set up to redirect wine.dewey.show. There's all kinds of benefits to it, I believe. I remember that there's free shipping. I'm very new. Okay, I'm very new at this, and use code Dewey while you're doing it. See if that does anything. Let me know. I'm very new to this sponsor, but I checked them out. They got a A+ on the Better Business Bureau. They've got 5-star ratings everywhere, and their wine isn't super crazy expensive. I found stuff on there for like $12. So go give them a shot. Check them out. Wine.dewey.show. Thank you to them. Wine Express, you guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting my show. Listen folks, I'm going to try to keep going with the Dewey Show as long as I possibly can. Every day. Every single day. So keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. And if you need to, if you want to submit any type of news that I'm not talking about, that you think I need to be talking about, go ahead and email me. My email is in the description of, today's episode. Folks, I love you. Thank you so much for all that you do. We are now the keepers of democracy. We must protect it. God bless this fucking country. Please. Folks, I love you. Thank you for listening. If you're new, subscribe, like, follow, all that crap. And remember, folks, that love is everything.